to my Twitch, Shannon Williams, the voice of Jett in Valorant. This is so exciting.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm more honored to be here. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. You're frozen for me right now, but I'm just going to talk to a beautiful screen of you. No, I mean, I can hear you, but the image keeps coming and going, so we'll just deal with that.
All right, then.
Oh my goodness. Hi, you are so beautiful and talented.
No, thank you very much. So are you. You are absolutely so amazingly talented. I'm kind of nerding out right now because I used to play so much Overwatch.
Shut the front door.
I played so much Overwatch and I'm just kind of like, I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Oh my God. Well, thank you. I'm honored. I'm a terrible gamer, so I can't say the same about playing Jett.
Oh no. Freaking out a little bit. I'm not going to lie.
Wait, that was my Twitch going on at the same time. So I heard you. Oh my gosh. So, well, let's say hi to everybody at the chat. This is incredibly exciting. Before we get going, and I forget, I want to thank Daniele Brito, who is taking care of everything on my Twitch channel. She is also the creator of Ravassa Lovers on Twitter and Discord and Instagram, and she saves me in a lot of technical difficulties. I am Sombra, and I should know how to do these things, but I don't. So anyway, thank you, Danny, for being here and helping us, and thank you guys for all joining. I'm so excited that you rated us. That's like a big deal.
Definitely. A lot of people are very intrigued by the behind the scenes and everything. So I was like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead, send everyone over and get the show on the road.
Absolutely. So you're in the future. It's your Wednesday, 9 a.m., right?
Yes, it is.
Isn't that a crazy thought? I'm going to end my day and go to bed in a couple hours, and you're just getting going.
I'm a little time traveler.
Absolutely. So tell me, how was your Twitch just now? The Twitch live stream, how did it go?
Yeah, I mean, we had a short little stream, but we were just kind of sitting down, chatting, because I usually play either Valorant or different other games. So it was nice to kind of have a sit down and actually like interact with chat today. So it was good. It was a good little short little stream.
Oh, cool. So tell me more about you before we get into Jett. You've always been a voice actress, or you were a gamer who then auditioned for Valorant. Or you became a gamer after Jett happened? What's the order of things?
So I'm just gonna start with the basics. I am half Korean and half Welsh.
Okay, I can hear it.
And I was born in London, raised in London. I moved over to Korea when I was about 11 to be part of the K-pop industry. So I'm actually a K-pop artist. And I've lived here for over 10 years now. I'm actually out of K-pop now, but I've been consistently going on with gaming. Was like a huge part of my life. It was a huge hobby since I was a kid. And I remember with Overwatch, we had so many sessions of all of our friends just lined up with all the PCs and just playing Overwatch consistently, and it was insane. I remember I think at one point after I had finished, I left the K-pop industry, I went back to London. That's when I actually had the audition for Jett.
Oh my gosh.
So it was a huge opportunity. Someone reached out to me and was like, do you want to audition? I was like, yeah, I'd be completely down. That's amazing. Of course, they didn't tell me anything about what it was. I only got the sides and the backstory of her. And the freakiest thing was my hair color and hairstyle was the exact same as how Jett was, which kind of freaked me out a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, I actually wasn't supposed to get the part.
How do you know?
Because they told me that they actually thought my voice was a bit too high for her. And then they were like, oh, we can work on a different project at some point. 2 months later, they messaged me again. They're like, never mind, we want you to work on Jett. So It's pretty cool.
Oh my god, that's exciting. And did you play League of Legends before or any other Riot games?
I did play a little bit of League, but I think more than FPS, I was more of like a very story-based gamer. I am a sucker for Nintendo, I'm not gonna lie. I am obsessed with Legend of Zelda. And I think, of course, Overwatch was something one of my friends kind of forced me to play, and then I actually got so into it. So FPS it has a very special place in my heart now. I may not be very good at it, but I don't know, I think it's just really fun, and it's so cool to remember that I used to geek out over all these new skins and like these new characters coming out in Overwatch, and actually being a part of that whole little legacy was so cool.
So, who did you use to main in Overwatch?
So I actually, when Sombra dropped, I actually did play a little bit, but it was too hard for me because I don't have a lot of skill, unfortunately. So I actually played Mercy like a crazy person, because this is back when Lucio, Mercy, and Ana was the only 3 healers. This is back then, way back then.
Okay. Well, somebody in the chat just asked if you could say heroes never die. It kind of works out with your main.
Oh, no. What do you mean?
No, they were just saying if you could say the voice line, but you don't have to. I just thought it would be something fun because they love hearing us say voice lines.
The only voice line I could possibly do that's apparently very similar, because my accent was the whole, the cavalry's here. That's the only voice that I can do from with Tracer is, oh jeez, my dog working.
Yeah, it's okay. I can hear him. It's cute. Or she.
She. They're both.
We seem to be having a bad connection. I'm like feeling you.
No.
Hi, doggies. Oh my gosh. So we need to talk about revive me, Jett. Revive me, Jett. Revive me, Jett.
No. No. Oh my god.
So that happens quite a bit, right? Revive me, Jett, and you're like, it's, I'm Sage, not Jett, not you, but her. That's apparently a recurring theme in your life, huh? Right now.
Well, after that one video on YouTube of this
oh my
one
gosh,
guy.
I'm lagging on connection.
Oh no. Are you lagging? You good?
No, I'm here. I got you. I hear you.
Okay. After this one video that dropped of this guy basically screaming into voice chat to Jett to revive him, now that's become something that follows me every time I go live, every time I'm playing. Because I main a healer. I don't play my own character. It's just too hard to play. So it's a win-win for everybody else in chat, honestly. So
absolutely. Oh my gosh. Well, I just knew that had happened, so I wanted to ask about it and throw a little joke in there because I thought it was cute. So you don't play your own character. I mean, it's like if I tried to play Sombra, she's just so impossible.
Yeah, she takes a lot of, both characters take a lot of skill, and I do not have that skill. So I tend to just kind of hang back and play a healer and make sure everyone doesn't die.
That's so nice. And do you switch when you do a lot of live streams? Do you just switch between like, or you kind of stick to one game each? Or?
Oh, I lost you for a bit.
Okay. Do you have me now?
I have you now. Yes, I have you now.
No, I was wondering what, if you chose like to play a game per week, or if you just switch depending on whatever you feel like waking up that morning and you do it. It's just fun.
I've been playing Alien Isolation because a lot of people like to watch me play horror for some reason. So other than that, yeah, I like to play like a variety of games, but usually Valorant is something that I actually do have fun playing. So yeah, it's just really back and forth, honestly. It's really fun.
That's amazing. And also, question: you told me that you game as early or you live stream as early as 8 a.m. and I feel like that's pretty early for a gamer. Usually, gamers play into the night and then wake up really late. But you seem to be waking up quite early.
What happened is I changed my sleep schedule completely on purpose because what would usually happen is I would literally spend the whole night playing and then wake up so late. So I flipped it around completely. I flipped it around.
And does that seem to help followers in, I guess, the other side of the world?
Well, because of the time zone that I'm in, unfortunately, not everyone's going to be able to be comfortable with the time, which does suck. But I am actually, before this whole unfortunate virus started spreading around, I think before that, I was actually supposed to, I still am, but the original plan was to move to LA in 2021, January. And I'm still going to move because that's already been set in motion before the virus, unfortunately. But yeah, so I think when I move over, the time zone will be a little bit more easier for me as well and for everyone else.
And so we expect you in LA very soon so we can hang out. You're moving so that you can pursue more voice acting or what's the plan?
I think because voice acting as well is something that I've always, since I was young, when I played with my Game Boy Advance SP, that tiny, tiny little Game Boy, I used to always want to do voice acting. And I think the auditions that come in, I had to drop out a lot of them because I wasn't there in the country, which is unfortunate. And music-wise as well, I want to be able to do music that is, I think genre-wise, musicality-wise, creativeness, I have a lot of opposites with K-pop, and I wanted to kind of break that. So yeah, I felt like it would be the step in the right direction to move over.
Absolutely. I second that motion, and we will be waiting for you with open arms here. And I wanted to say one thing. Jett, my sister from another mister. Let's have some fun, yeah? Give me some Jett voice lines because I'm excited to hear you in action.
All right. I mean, what voice lines are we going to pull up right now? What voice lines are we going to do?
Whatever the chat wants to suggest or something. Hopefully not names and things that Jett doesn't say. We want to keep it in game and no profanities. Here comes the party. So I just read stuff in the chat and I go, tell me, besides Jett revived me.
No.
Yeah, exactly. Give me something you feel like you love hearing Jett say. I know you recorded it, so it's kind of weird to hear it sometimes, but.
So look, I have to say this, right? I remember, right? Do you allow swearing on your stream? Like small? Little cuss words?
I don't mind on the stream. Sometimes I don't usually say swear words in Sombra's voice or in Ray's voice just because that's, not ideal, but you can do whatever you want. Yes.
I was just a little, I'm just going to say this. I was a little bit salty, not going to lie, because when I recorded Jett's voice, there's a voice line that goes, there you are, you little shit, right? There's that voice line.
Yeah.
And then I remember when I added that line, that cursor at the end, they were like, great, if we can keep it, we can keep it. Because I remember they actually made me say, there you are, little bitch, at first. And then they were like, that's a little bit too strong. Don't you have a voice line like that?
Maybe. I forget, I never know what makes it in game, so I'm very careful. There are some swear words, and then you just never know what makes it. With Sombra, there weren't any. I don't know about, I can't remember with Ray's. And I think Zach said hi. I don't know if this is Zach Betka who's watching. He's our writer, our in-house writer. He sent a purple heart. If it's you, sending you love. Thank you for watching. He's been so amazing. But continue.
It's Zach. It is.
Yeah. Oh, sweet. Lasagna in the house. I like that. So wonderful. Do you think Grace has a line where she says, "Holy shit, egg dough." Okay, I mean, maybe fire in the hole. I'm not sure, but anyway. So what are some other Jett voice lines that aren't swear words?
Who are you all? The cleanup crew?
Oh, that's so great. That's so great.
Or the whole like, I will make fun of their dumb faces, but they're us. We look stupid.
Oh my
like
God,
that's so cool.
I love it because it's they're very human, you know? And 'cause a lot of times in video games, we have to make these kind of grandiose lines, like an ultimate voice line, you know? But the ones where they're just kind of kicking it around, reach a man, you know? And you gotta, I also love, oh yeah, Jett, I can't wait for you to run circles around him.
I know. I need to check. I need to check because I don't know if I have an actual line with Raze.
That you say to me, dude, the getting.
Yeah, that kind of sucks because I should remember it. I don't remember it.
Dude, don't worry. We've recorded over 300 voice lines. It's hard to remember them, so I don't blame you. I don't think Jett says anything to Raze. It says Sammy,
right.
So
Zach.
Yeah, maybe not yet. Zach, we need some voice lines from Jett to Raze.
Yes, Zach, come on.
Oh my gosh. So, question: do you still sing? And is it something that you want to continue doing in LA?
Yeah, definitely. I think once I move over, I am going to plan on probably working on something, maybe. I don't know. Maybe on an album, maybe. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, very excited to kind of have a lot more freedom with that.
Absolutely. That's super exciting. Sorry, Zach just wrote type. He is on it. I'm so excited. This is great. I love reading the comments as they go along. Guys, there are so many, it's hard to follow, but I'm excited that you guys are hopefully enthused. Obliterated. Yes, that one is her. Shanda. Would you feel incredibly imposed upon if we ask you to sing? Is that something you do in the privacy of your shower, or is there...
I am planning on doing a singing stream, but I usually don't sing on stream, unfortunately, because of the whole... I don't know what it is. I haven't sung on stream for a while, and it's actually a little early for me to sing. But
absolutely,
maybe at some point in the future, definitely.
Okay. Yeah, no, I feel you. It is early for you over there to sing, especially when we have voice lines early in the morning, which I have one tomorrow morning. We got to warm up and like get it going because it just, it's pretty exhausting on the voice when you got to like do some serious lines like, "Such it out." I'm going to throw these. If you guys keep just writing them in there, I might just be like, surrounded by mi familia. Why does Sombra hate Hammond? Guys, we're talking to Jett. Let's keep it to Valorant.
What do you mean? Oh man, I really wanted a Raze line. Like I wanted like Jett to talk to Raze. Zach, I'm talking to you at this point. Come on, make it happen.
Yeah. Well, I think that at some point all characters will have it. I mean, I'd like to believe that as we roll around forward, he's laughing at us, begging him for this. You know, there is just so much interaction that can happen. More stuff is created, more storyline, more, you know, downloadable content. So I'd like to think that they'd interact, and that would be super cool. Any streams in the future with Overwatch voice actors? Yes, guys, I think we're going to be streaming with a lot of voice actors here, and treat it like a Q&A type hang session where they can ask questions. Shannon, if you feel like you're seeing questions that come up for you, feel free to like throw an answer in there. Because is Shannon your real name? I know sometimes Koreans have an African name, or I guess for you it would be a Welsh name. I don't know.
My name is Shannon Williams. Mike, I do have a Korean name that is actually my middle name, which is Arum, hence the Arumi Shannon.
Okay. Arum.
That's one of the reasons why Arum. Yeah. So a lot of people like to pronounce it as Arumi, which is actually the wrong pronunciation. It's Arum, like the liquor rum.
Oh, cool. But and then you don't say the E or the I.
You can say Arumi. It's like kind of like. Do you know any Japanese, or do you watch anime at all?
I'm terrible. I know Ichi, San, Chi, Go, Roku, Shichi, Chikuyu. That's
So,
numbers from 1 to 10 in Japanese.
Man. So it's like the what's I don't know what the word is for it, but it's like my name is Arum itself. But like to call someone, they add in like a E or a A, like Adam E.
Yeah. Okay.
It's kind of like that, and that's why it's Adam E instead of just Arum.
Like San, right? Like when they yeah. Okay, cool, sweet. I get it. Is it the diminutives?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay, super cool. Who voiced Reina? It's not me, guys. I know a lot of people think because of Sombra I voiced Reina, but she is Mexican, and I am going to get her on this stream soon. So don't you worry, darlings.
Hell yeah.
And they asked, did Shannon used to have an American accent?
I can if I want to. I can just turn it on and off if I want to. It's not really a big deal, but a lot of people think that I forget that I have a British accent. I don't know. I just turn it on and off when I want to. It's not really a big deal for me.
So I'm guessing you went to an international school growing up.
Yeah.
You were in Wales.
Mm-hmm. I lived in London actually. So my father is just Welsh. That's all.
Okay.
In London, I went to a theatre school where we did learn some accents, but I only actually picked up the American accent properly when I came to Korea because I went to an international school here, and all the kids were speaking an American accent, so I picked it up pretty fast.
Oh, funny. Well, that's super helpful for voice acting because here,
Definitely.
I mean, they'll obviously need British for a bunch of, fantasy video games where all the high priestesses are very, hoity-toity or whatever. But, you want the American to be able, our voice actors for Widowmaker can switch it on and off, Australian, British, American, and it's really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Super cool. We want Jett British accent. Those are the comments. But
that would be so old.
Your accent is pretty neutral as Jett.
Jett
when you speak as Jett, what do you feel like you're turning on? Yeah.
Jett has a little bit of a Korean dialect. She has for example, there should be a voice line. Like the use everything we have, we lose it anyway. Like there's some dialects that are very Korean, which is pretty cool. But I remember I didn't want it to be too overboard because then it wouldn't be as I guess badass as everyone wanted her to be. So I do turn on a little. It's like a very weird mix. It's a very
That's
weird
cool
mix.
though. I mean, I feel like that is what we are nowadays. Like it's a conversation I constantly have with Anjali, who plays Symmetra, and she's Indian American, but she can do British Indian accent, and like everyone is infused with what they were raised with. So get that? But sorry, dad joke. But I feel like we are a product of our crazy environment and how we grew up being, so Jett could have moved around while she was a kid and then went back,
Definitely,
Do you have any Korean voice lines?
For the trailer with Phoenix and Jett when they're fighting, that's one of the Korean lines that I've ever done for Jett. And I'm pretty sure that there might be more, who knows? But there's one line where she goes, 미안해서, which is the equivalent to saying kind of like, aw, sorry, pretty boy. Like the equivalent to that.
Oh my gosh.
Which is pretty cool. It was pretty cool.
And I'll try to say it.
미안해서 어쩌나.
Beautiful. Yeah.
So I'll do it. I'll do it syllable by syllable.
Me?
An.
Oh, wait. An? Me, an?
So it's me and then an. An.
Okay, an.
He.
He?
He. Like, kind of like H. E. E. A. He.
Yeah.
He. So. S-O.
So. So.
Mian해서. That's one word. 미안해서.
미안해서.
어. 저.
What is that? 저?
Yeah, close to that. 저.
저?
And then na. Like N-A. Na. That's the whole line.
Okay, now string them together.
미안해서 어쩌나.
미안해서 어쩌나.
That's actually really good.
Something
That's
like that.
actually really good.
Man, it's so crazy. We think we have a good ear, and then we start learning new like ways to say things, and it's a whole other language literally, but a whole other animal. So amazing. Where did they get pretty boy from? Is that a thing that is said often in Korean?
No, I think 미안해서 어쩌나 is more of like a sarcastic. I'm just giving the equivalent translation, but it's very like kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, kind of feeling to it. Because she actually 미안해 means sorry in Korean, but she's kind of like, oh, like I feel so sorry for you, but it's not the actual same translation. So of course, when given to the comparison, that's what it is.
Yeah, well, I was just Choco's wafer is saying that would fit Sombra, and it's funny because I do say to Tracer, "Ay, taradita" in Spanish, which means like to be tarado in Spanish. It's like to be a little dense or a little bit like really like annoying. So it's kind of like a diss to Tracer, but I find it hilarious in Spanish that she says that to her to kind of make fun of her. Obviously, she finds Tracer very annoying. Especially when she goes, cheers, love. So anyway, I feel like in game, a lot of the characters make fun of the other ones in cutesy ways, or sometimes it really is a diss. But or what would be the word in equivalent in a diss or to ditch or to criticize, to make fun of? Anyways, hello. I would like to see where the chat is, not where the chat is, but where people are, like, what countries are they signing in from? Let us know if you're in the Netherlands or in Korea. I'm guessing a lot who are watching your live stream today. I would love to say hi to people. USA, Kaiser Cosplays, Viva Mexico!
Hey.
Oh my God, Germany, Saudi Arabia. So great. The Philippines, Sweden, Indonesia, Canada, Brazil, LA, woo! Colombia, Australia. Oh my God, isn't this nuts? Look.
And
Hong
there's
Kong,
people
Indonesia,
from everywhere.
Morocco, New Zealand. Oh my gosh. Dude, I can't keep up with the chat. It's too much. Greece, Tunisia, Canada, Romania, Portugal, Greece again, Arabia. Wow, Peru. Yeah, Peru, Houston, Texas. Holy cow, Bangladesh. What? Guam, Guatemala, Trinidad. Oh my gosh, Philippines again, amazing. Romania, can you keep up? Argentina, what's up? This is super exciting. I feel like I love people checking in and watching and hanging and getting to ask questions. How often do you live stream so that people on this? I know that a lot of these are your followers, but if they don't happen to be following Jett or Shannon, when is your live streams? When are they happening?
I stream every day except for Wednesdays and Thursdays, so it's my Wednesdays and Thursdays. So you'll probably have to calculate it with KST. So usually I stream at 10 a.m. Korean Standard Time, which is usually 6 p.m. PST. And that's about it. That's about it.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. And what do you stream a life of?
Oh, you cut off. Hello?
Too. I was asking, what does a day look like in your life when you're not streaming? Oh my gosh, are you there? Can you hear me, child?
I can hear you.
Thank you. Reload the chat as well. This video buffering, yes, what the heck? I hate when this happens. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Oh, sweet. I wanted to know what a day in the life of Shannon Williams was like. When you don't stream, what else are you doing besides hanging out with your beautiful dogs?
I'm just either auditioning, recording for other stuff, or, you know, recording voice lines or doing some music. I'm actually getting ready to move over. So, bringing 2 doggos with me on plane. There's a whole business as well. So,
yeah. Are you coming by yourself?
Yes, I will be.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know that if you need any help, I'm here. And Anjali is not in Valorant, but she's part of the family, so she will help too. We keep dragging people to move out. Our Widowmaker moved out as well, so we're happy to host people and help them find an interim apartment. And, you know, we just put the word out that, like, we have friends looking to sublet or whatever, so we're always helping each other out. Scarlett, she's moving to LA. People are asking. Yes, that's super exciting. Can you say Brimstone Xenu? Oh, yes. So I love this line of Ray. She goes, Brimstone Xenu, you sure I can't listen to music? You're really turning me down here, man. Bringing me down here, she says. I do love that. So I don't know if you've noticed this, but this is a Brazilian thing that Ray's does, just like the diminutive in Korean, in your name. When I say inyo to anything like Brimstone Zinho, I don't know if I say it to Breach Zinho, but she might say Jett Zinha. That's kind of saying little Brimstone, which I find hilarious because it's sweet, but it's also like, I got so much trust in you, and we're chums and pals. So even though Brimstone is quite serious.
How come your voice lines are, I think what's so cool about the contrast is your voice lines, Ray's voice lines are just so colorful and just so like out there, and then Jett is always so arrogant. So arrogant and so like self-centered. Very like all right, you guys are just weighing me down at this point, is very much Jett's personality. And then Ray's is kind of like, we've got a whole team together, we're going to do this, we're here because we're the best, is a voice line that I hear all the time. And it's so cool. And then it's like a huge contrast. Like any interactions I have with everybody is always like, you're Brimstone, you know the drill, just show me where to go. Viper, be careful with that gas. Like a lot of that is very like aggressive. And it's so nice to see the contrast with that.
Yeah. Well, going along with that, Breach, my man. I think that, well, one of the things I talked about with Zach that he explained was that Ray's is very, she likes to create community and kind of bring in everybody and say, hey guys, we're a family. That's why she says, minha familia. I'm surrounded by minha familia. I think that, you know, every character does have very specific traits, and that's what makes them or not a good team, you know. And I think that, I mean, maybe Jett is a little more arrogant than Ray's. I don't know. I think their backstories also say a lot of what they've gone through, and then therefore I'm creating family because I lost mine, or, you know, she is all heart in a very beautiful feminine way, but also badass in a very strong, you know, I'm gonna explode you way. So I think that obviously I know Ray's better than I know Jett, but I think that every character has to be very, very specifically written so that they do stand out with their own, you know, in their light and with whatever makes them shine. Come on, give me another Jett voice line.
Another one? Oh.
Do you say you're kicking ass?
No, I don't think I do. I don't. I think, doesn't Ray say that?
I'm wondering now if I say that, I can't. I'm so scared of saying
I think Ray says it.
Mine and raise his voice and getting in trouble for it. Okay.
No, I think
Maisie,
you do.
thank you. I trust you. Ray says, "Damn, Jett, you're kicking ass." Maybe like that.
You do. You do say it. You do say it.
Oh, so funny. Okay, I do remember "Too Slow" or "Bombody Out." But I would love to hear some of yours, darling.
Oh man, what does she do? She does a lot of like, come on guys, take out their healer. It's super annoying to kill people twice. Like a lot of that is everything about her is so aggressive. Of like, use everything we have. We lose anyway. Or her slow feels are so annoying. Or guys, come on, the spike. And the spike's still in base. Nice.
And
like a lot of that.
Nice. She does sound quite American. I mean, I feel like it is a very neutral.
It is.
Yeah. So, what does it feel like for you to hear your voice in game as a real gamer? Because I'm like, I hear it and I'm weirded out, but I don't play often.
I remember the first couple times I played, I got very awkward with it because you know when like you hear your voice in a recording, it sounds so different, and it made me cringe all over. I was just kind of like, oh, is that what I sound like? That's horrible.
It's hard, but you get used to it, right? Or do you feel like you still cringe? Yeah.
I think there are definitely parts where I could tell that I was a bit more serious. For example, with the call-outs, like the whole enemy spotted, multiple enemies spotted. That's a very lower range, and I can tell that it was very much a serious note compared to the whole "What's this? Get out of my way!" Like all of that is very different.
Yeah.
Or like the whole like "I am the wind." Like all of that is very high range, but like I think all the high range notes, the voice tones is I still cringe. I can't help it. I sound like a little child.
But but that's the thing. Like with our voices, it's sometimes easier to do higher pitch stuff. For me, the lower pitch stuff is easier. Jeff is asking, and so am I, Jeff B. What was it like for you to record the exertions and the dying and the
That was fun. That was the most fun I had. I think that might have been the fastest one that I did, if I remember correctly. That was the fastest record compared to the voice lines and all of that. The efforts were very they kind of like swipe by. I didn't realize
really?
they just swipe by.
Oh, not for me. Sometimes I'm
really?
suffering, like, depending on certain characters. Ray's wasn't bad, but there's other video games where I'm just killing my voice trying to get through them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Could you try to say a Sombra voice line if I throw it at you?
With what? With how?
Well, I'll give you the line and you can try to imitate it like Sombra.
Oh no. Okay, let's see.
Okay. Before the ultimate, I will give you mess with the best and die like the rest.
Oh no. How? Okay, hold on. One more time. Give it to me one more time. I'm gonna listen to the dialect.
Mess with the best and die like the rest.
Mess with the best and die like the rest.
I love it. I love it. And apagando las luces.
Oh my god, that is so hard. What? Teach me.
Apagando.
Apagando. I'm gonna sound so Korean. Apagando.
No. Actually, I think Korean and Japanese help with the Spanish or sometimes.
Oh, really?
Apagando las. Yeah.
Apagando las
Luces.
luces.
Yeah.
Apagando las luces. Apagando
las luces.
Apagando las luces.
Exactly. Oh my God, so perfect. And then she just goes up and she goes, apagando las luces.
Apagando las luces.
Dude! High five! That was amazing! Yeah. So there is a a question for my accent on Raise. And you're right. I did reach out to Danny, who is Maisie Grove, who is also helping us with this chat on some Brazilian accent stuff. And then we also, thank you to Zach, we got somebody in Brazil to coach me through some things in Portuguese. I lived in Rio de Janeiro, a very American way to say Rio de Janeiro, for a while, where I learned Portuguese, and then I got to do theater there. And so I speak Portuguese. It's not perfect, but it's a little bit there. And so I feel very comfortable kind of doing the accent in English and then tweaking it. And then we worked on some stuff for when she says them in Portuguese, like minha familia or I'm the pride of Bahia. So yeah, that is that. Damn, you sound like Raze. Well, I am Raze. They're the gamer 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless you didn't know that, that would be funny. Imagine. So great. So is that a diva chair you have behind you?
I do not have a diva chair. It's not a diva chair, but it would be nice. I do have like some figurines in London that I didn't bring with me to Korea, that like Overwatch figurines, or because I actually because one of my friends work at Blizzard, so we actually visited the whole company and looked around, and it was amazing.
That's so cool.
It was really cool, but yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to move over, start a new chapter in my life, and meet new people and do stuff. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be awesome. I moved from New York to LA 2.5 years ago, and I've never been happier. The weather here is amazing. It's just a really, really, really great. It's just a great city, and there's a lot of work for voice actors. So, and that's what's keeping us going during quarantine. Yeah. Have you been surviving quarantine okay?
I'm in South Korea. It's the best it can be. Honestly, nothing has changed here in this country. Barely. Yeah. Everyone's always been wearing masks. Everyone's been very sanitary from the get-go. And yeah, I mean, nothing's shut down. There's no like actual like curfew. Nothing like that exists over here because everyone's already so clean all the time. So, and then we have like thermal cameras every time we go into a building. So we actually have people in front of the doors with thermal cameras checking to see if your temperature is high or not. So yeah, it's pretty good.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, it seems pretty organized. Like things there have been kept under control way more than they have here. Yeah. I had a question for the chat, and it goes a little like, who said this wouldn't be fun? I'm having a blast. No, the real question is, what do we feel about these Lucio headphones, guys? They are ginormous. They are Razer. I'm moving in the opposite direction.
So hello,
Lucio. Yes, I am going to be doing giveaways with 2 of these headsets. In the future, we're going to get the Twitch live streaming going, and then we'll be able to give some of these away. Not today, but stay tuned on my Insta or Twitter. I'll be obviously announcing that information so that nobody misses out. Don't mess with this, Bayana. So anyway, I just wanted to show you. Yeah, this is, Raze has a lot of Lucio energy, for sure. So Razer is very excited to sponsor the streams where I give these away, and I wanted to, I don't know, man, they're ginormous. Yours are really cute, and they kind of fit your head properly. This just makes me look a little crazy. Fine. What do we think?
No.
Yeah? Is this the gamer way? Is this how it goes?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I need to think about the aesthetics of this all. The colors are very Brazilian, though, so I feel like it goes. It really is awesome that, Lucio has the crazy headset. Ta-da! That was that. What else do you have planned for today, Shannon? Tell me all. Tell me the deep, dark secret.
Today, I'm going to take my dogs out for walks if it's not raining, because it is monsoon season in Korea, and there's like a whole typhoon going on right now.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think I'm probably gonna chill out and probably work on some more stuff. I'm pretty sure you would know as well that we got some recordings to do very soon. So
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Very true.
We might. No, I was kidding. Yeah. Well, I never talk about recordings until the lines are out because I get in trouble. But
of course,
if they allow us.
Of course. I think it's more to do with. I think I have a lot more to do with like auditions now as well, and going on, and maybe work on some music. I'm not sure, but just kind of having like a free kind of day, just lazy day today.
Do you find streaming is exhausting to you? Like after you're done live streaming, are you tired and you feel like you need or it just kind of feels like it flows? Like your style, do you feel like you exert a lot of energy? I do. I put a lot of energy into this. After I'm done with live streams, I'm like, I need a nap or a tequila shot or something. But
same.
Okay.
Yeah. I think because I talk a lot more on stream and I'm a lot more big with my movements. So honestly, with me, I get very tired very quickly.
Yeah.
And because I know people, especially if I'm playing a horror game, I usually don't scream, but because I don't know what it is, but I get more nervous when I'm on stream and I start screaming more than I usually do, and I don't understand.
Yeah.
But that exhausts me really, really quickly.
I think there's definitely something about knowing that people are watching and listening, and I get excited with you guys. I had a really long day today, but as soon as I went on, I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited. There's something about connecting with people, maybe because during quarantine, we disconnect from people live and I don't know, on camera with you guys in the chat. It kind of gives you a little bump and it's just nice, it's a reconnection.
Definitely, yeah.
I did want to ask you how you felt in terms of, I asked you about your diva chair. That's not a diva chair, but as a Korean, how you feel like diva represents you guys. And I know she's quite loved there. And I know Shannon. I know Charlotte. I believe traveled there to the Overwatch headquarters and everything.
Yeah. I mean, diva is someone that I used to like playing as well, and she's so cute. And honestly, it's really cool to see a character that is Korean as well, so very loved as well, outside of Korea as well.
Yeah.
And that's so cool. It does suck because a lot of Korean people don't really seem to like Jett. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is, which is so sad. It's so sad, but it's still nice to kind of have that whole spectrum of diva is this cute, cuddly, lovable character, and she's also badass, but Jett is just this whole thing of like, don't touch me, don't talk to me, let me do my thing, and then I'll worry about it later, kind of very, very split two personalities, and it's so cool that I was able to represent one of those, and diva is such a cute, cuddly character.
Jett might have an attitude, but I feel like in the chat everyone loves Jett, and it seems in gaming we want these like badass characters, even if they're a little bit arrogant or a little bit like attitudey. I don't know, I think that they're still lovable because like they get stuff done. I think Sombra is a little bit arrogant sometimes, and she definitely thinks she's the best in a lot of situations. But I think that that's also why some people love these characters.
Yeah.
They're asking what your Twitch channel is, and I would like them all to give you a follow.
Oh man, my Twitch channel is it's Arumi Shannon, so it's ARRUMIE and then Shannon, my whole name, and you should be able to find me there if you want to come watch really bad gameplay of Valorant or whatever game we end up playing. Oh, there we go. Richard put it down in chat for us. There we go.
Revive me, Jett! Revive me, Jett! Do you feel like you're bad? Are you a bad gamer? Are you being humble?
A lot of people tell me I play horrible. But I'm gonna say there has been some playthroughs I've done very well. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't have enough skill to tell if I'm good or not bad. I'm just gonna...
You're gonna leave it at that, not answer that question. Okay, I get it. I feel you. The, King S Rocks or King Srocks has asked twice what it was like working with Riot and how we got there. I'll quickly answer, and I'd like to hear your response as well. Riot's been great to work with. Our director and writer are fabulous, Dave and Zach. They were just incredible. They gave us so much space. Well, they gave me so much space to play with Raze, and it's just been a really lovely experience to get to collaborate with them, because it was a give and take, especially with Raze, in terms of finding the right tone and for the three-dimensionality, so she's not just like screaming craziness. There's a lot of love. There was a lot of badassery. But in the US, and I don't know how it was for you, Shannon, for the audition, we have agents who get us auditions, and guys, I'm sending MP3 auditions every week. I send at least 10, depending on the day. Tomorrow there's 4 that are due. Sometimes there's none. But, and then, like, I've auditioned for League of Legends before. I've auditioned for a ton of video games that I didn't get to work on. I got to work on a bunch of random voices for the new Avengers game that just came out. You don't get to hear me as a specific character, but I got to do just a lot of the voices you hear while you're in game. So, that was a really cool thing to get to work on. But a lot of the stuff that we send MP3s for, we don't get chosen for. So, luckily Riot did like this audition that I sent for Raze, and it was super exciting. I don't know how it was for you, if you get a ton of VO auditions, if there's a lot of dubbing that happens, or dubbing auditions that you guys get. I'd be interested in hearing your side of that.
So I have a British agency for now. But yeah, through the agency, I also did, I also have an American agency as well, but, I've been sending in lots of auditions, like same as you, like there's a lot that I've auditioned for that I haven't been able to get into, whether that be games, whether that be TV shows, Netflix shows, whatever it may be. There's been a lot that I haven't heard back from, and it's quite the norm.
We just gotta get used to throw them out there and not hear anything back, and then that's just
and then magically sometimes something will happen, but you just gotta keep going on, and with Jett though, Jett was I think the starting point of that all, because someone from the British agency called Liquid Violet, I think Liquid Violet, maybe, I'm not sure. I am half asleep right now because it's so early in the morning.
Sorry to make you do this so early.
No. It's completely fine. I'm usually like this on stream too. I'll like for maybe an hour or two, I'll talk like gibberish, and then I'll slowly start to wake up. So it's become the norm. So no worries about that. But yeah, I got the message from the British agency, and I went and auditioned, and I think from then on it just started to spiral into send in by this date at this time, and then this date at this time, and so it just and I think a lot of those I could not attend because I was not in LA, or I wasn't in the States, which was unfortunate. So that's why.
And they couldn't patch you in and record you. I guess every studio works differently, so not everybody's is doing that, but.
I did still send in some stuff, but there are some places that they would rather have people be in the country. Jeff
B here is a voice actor as well. We did a panel recently for the Help Network, which is a thing here in LA, and he booked his first video game the day we were doing the panel, and he auditioned for a year before getting that. And I think, oh my god, before I got a really cool Booking was a couple years. I was doing little silly commercials in Spanish for radio, which are never as fun, you know. And then when you book that big thing, it kind of feels really good, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, my first video game was for Rockstar Games. It was Max Payne 3. It was motion capture.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and I had to wear the whole wetsuit with the, you know, the shiny balls and everything, which was really fun. But I had no idea going in what that was going to be like. So, you know, it's just. What was your first video game? This? No.
Valorant was my first video game.
Holy! Wow, that's amazing! Oh my God! Congratulations! That must be amazing. I recorded very late in the game, and I knew I was the last character to be recorded. Do you remember how much before the beta testing happened that you booked and recorded?
The only reference they could give me of the voice lines was Phoenix. So probably early, maybe pretty early. Yeah. Phoenix had somewhat recorded. So Aflabi, I think, recorded some of his lines, and I think for me, I think I was right after, maybe, because he was also in London. I was in London, so they actually flew back to London in, I think, early December of last year.
Yeah, it must have been.
Yeah.
Triple baby! Dude, Op is so cool. I heard he was on a live stream with you recently.
He was. The connection was so bad though. So we're planning to do another one very soon. But like the connection was so bad last time. It was heartbreaking.
Oh my God. Yeah, I feel like we go in and out, and it's hard to know when it's working and when it's not. There was my Twitch. I need to keep kind of. I'm thinking in Spanish. I was going to say rebobinar, which means to rewind. I'm also not being very coherent right now.
It's very good. I think it happens to the best of us who are bilingual. I think in Korean and I speak in English, or I do the other way around and I get confused. I do the same thing.
You know what's the funniest thing? I was thinking the other day, every time I want to say the word beets, you know, the vegetable, the red vegetable beet, for some odd reason, I forget the word in English. I forget it in Spanish, which both of those are my first languages. And I think of it in Portuguese. Beterraba.
Oh,
why in God's name do I say? I don't know why, but like there's some words that just come to me in other languages first. So sometimes it sounds like we don't speak one language properly, but I think it is because we have a hodgepodge of things going in our brain.
We do. There's some words that exist in different languages and that don't exist in English, and then vice versa. So we just get confused.
Absolutely. We have Valentino or Valentino asking if you think Riot based Jett's design on you or if they took some inspiration. What's your response to that?
Who knows? I'm not sure. I'd have to ask. But I know that when I talked to Zach, he did tell me, which made me feel really honored and grateful, that he was like saying, you know, how I kind of gave Jett that extra oomph that they were looking for, which was something that I really appreciated that. And I think apparently they kind of lost with where to go with her. And when I went in for the audition and I had the exact same hairstyle, which was creepy, and I just wanted to be toxic. I just wanted to be arrogant because I saw her backstory, and I just felt like it is justified. Her backstory justifies why she is the way she is now. And I just wanted to kind of bring that to the table, and I think Zach also was very like, this is great. This is what I didn't envision her to be this way, but it's great. It's the best thing that we could do with this character, and that was something that was really like it just melt my heart, honestly, and I felt like I could do this character justice. And I don't know, I can't really say for sure if it was based on me, but I know that I did thankfully be able to have that much freedom to influence this character to a certain a certain pinpoint. So
yeah, I think that, when they put out a breakdown of a character, they're hoping for all these auditions, and they want somebody to bring this character to life in a unique way. And so imagine they're listening to hundreds of voice recordings from all over, maybe Koreans here in America, Koreans in London, Koreans in, Western people all over. And they need to be grabbed by something. And I think that, Zach is very generous, kind of sharing with us how he has felt that we brought our character to life. And then they've been working so hard on the design, on the skills, on the package, that comes with this character, and then we add that kind of final layer that brings it all together. So it is a really beautiful collaboration, and I think that, I feel like that was my experience with Raise too. That even though I wasn't born and raised in Brazil, I brought in something of the personality that they really liked. So So and to tie in with Kilo Wiba, your question, I speak Portuguese not perfectly. I like to say it's Portunhol, but eu falo português brasileiro. And thank you for saying that I speak it very well. But there are a few things that are tells that I'm not super native. But I think that when we connect with a character and with languages, which we do, that's definitely part of voice acting. I can't wait for you to get here and start kicking some booty, because, dude, absolutely. I moved from New York, and then my video game life kind of took off even more so here, which is exciting because we get to. I've been working with Mexican accent and Cuban dialects for other stuff, and it's really exciting, So hopefully when you're here, you'll also get to flex those muscles. And yeah, absolutely. All right, well, let's bring this to a little end so you can go start your day. But I would like to give you the platform if you wanted to say anything special to people watching right now, or if there's something you felt like you wanted to share that was specific to the experience with Riot that was really special, or say some voice lines, send them off with some love.
I honestly just wanted to say thank you for having me here, for inviting me and taking the time to do this. I'm really grateful and I appreciate it very much. I had a lot of fun, even though the connection's really bad, but I just had a lot of fun with Jett. I know a lot of people don't really like Jett. It's very, very mixed. And
don't worry about the haters.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm just saying, she would still kick your ass in whatever situation it is. She would still slap you across the face and win. So, Jett is just something that I've been so grateful, so honored to be able to work with, and to be able to work alongside, especially with the amazingly talented Carolina. I just think it is a absolute blessing that I've been able to be a part of this whole new legacy, and it's so cool to be that person that looked up to games and then played the games and then actually be a part of that was so cool. And I really just, all I have to say is I'm grateful, I'm honored, and I'll just keep on working on, and I'm excited to go to LA as well, and possibly see you at some point as well, and hope everyone stays safe, stays healthy, and until next time, I guess.
Yes, absolutely. And welcome to the world of gaming on this side of things, because you've been on that side, kind of like Matilda Smedius, the voice of Brigitte. So that's really, really cool that you got to experience both, and then now you're just like, wow, I'm in it. But definitely when you come here, we'll hang out and we can do some other streams. And congratulations. It's a really big deal to book something for a video game company that's so big and that's been around for so long, and you're all the way across the world. So I hope that you know that it doesn't, it is a huge deal to book something like this, because they do audition hundreds, if not thousands of people for all the characters. So the fact that you got this is huge, and that should be, that should fill your heart with pride, but thank you so much. And I will leave you guys with time for the fireworks. So, guys, thank you to Daniele Brito for taking care of all of this. Thank you to Shannon Williams for coming on. You're awesome. We'll keep interacting on the socials. And yes, guys, be kind. Be kind. Ellen says that. But wear a mask, stay safe, wash your hands, all that good stuff. And guys, keep booming and booping, because that's what I feel like is the new thing that I like to encourage people to say. And I'll send you off with a boop.